Good morning, everyone. I'm Councilman Michael Nowakowski, here with some good news and very excited. First of all, I just want to really thank our Mayor, Greg Stanton, and also the chairman of our Sister Cities Hermosillo Committee, Emilio Gaynor. We had a successful mission out to Hermosillo, where we had 28 individuals from the business community, from our chambers and our non-profit community meet with our counterparts over there in Hermosillo. And at that visit, it was so much interchanging going on. We were able to visit a plastic factory that was actually ran by individuals that live here in Phoenix, that have been grown up here in Phoenix, and for myself personally, a good friend of mine that I've known since kindergarten all the way through my senior year in high school, Hector Plasencia. So it was good to see that how they're making an impact in Hermosillo, and also how they use to transport their goods also through the Phoenix market. So we have so much in common. So one of the things that our Mayor Greg Stanton wanted to do is to do a letter of agreement. And it was not just a letter of agreement between two cities, but it was really a global partnership between Hermosillo and the city of Phoenix. How we can use the resources from the city of Phoenix and the resources from Hermosillo and come as a regional approach when it comes to exporting goods for both of our countries and both of our cities. How can we go into the European and Chinese market and use Hermosillo and use the city of Phoenix to be those global exports in the future? So I really want to thank our mayor once again, and the 28 individuals that were part of that delegation that made this trip so successful. Also, one of the things that we learned was all the beauty that we have in Hermosillo. We found out that there is even a beach out there by Aquino, that they're creating a great project out there, and it's not just a beach. What's so unique about this project that the mayor and the governor is doing is that it's really going to be accessible to individuals with disability. It's going to be able that if you're in a wheelchair or you have some disabilities, that you can actually go out to the ocean and touch it. And they're going to have ways for individuals with disability to actually go out on the ocean on special crafts, and it's just incredible and how they're using this innovative way to really reach out to individuals with disability also. But one of the great things that Hermosillo is doing is that they have this fiesta, this event that's called the Fiestas de Pitic, Festival de Pitic, which is an international event. It's not just entertainers from Mexico, but it's throughout the country, and even individuals from our own country. So what we want to do today too is not just talk about the 40 years of partnership we had with the sister cities, but also about this great event that we have. So with us right now, we have Margarita Torres that will give us a little bit more information about this international event in Hermosillo, which is just about 5.5 to 6 hours away from us if you drive, and just about less than an hour if you go by airplane. So with that, let's welcome Margarita Torres.
Thank you. First of all, I want to apologize for my English. I'm going to try to do my best, but we haven't practiced in a while. Hermosillo, the capital of Sonora, will be celebrating the 316th anniversary of its founding with the 14th annual Pitic International Festival, bringing together more than 900 Mexican and international artists, including acclaimed Portuguese fado singer Ana Moura, the Earth, Wind and Fire Experience featuring Olma Kay, Mexican tropical music institution La Única Internacional Sonora Santanera, Doat gypsies from Rajasthan, along with Grammy winners Paquito de Rivera and Spanish legendary tenor José Carreras. Hermosillo historical downtown will become center stage with more than 100 events featured across 25 venues, turning the desert city into an international cultural destination, where local theaters, public squares and parks, streets and avenues, museums, galleries, and halls of culture will all open their doors to more than 360,000 visitors expected to arrive to join in the celebration. And of course, we're expecting all of you. This year, the festival has adopted the slogan, Hermosillo with its people, looking to make the Pitic International Festival a place where there's something for everyone, and where the community strengthens its ties to itself and the world. It's a 6-day event. It's organized by the local government of Hermosillo through the Municipal Culture of Arts Institute and with the support of the government of the state of Sonora. And we'll offer opera, theater, rock, films, folkloric and contemporary dance, visual and multimedia arts, gastronomy, indigenous cultures, and even fashion, among many other activities and events. The Spanish opera legend Jose Carreras will be performing at the festival inaugural concert with the Camerata de Coahuila and the Sonoran Philharmonic Orchestra, under the direction of the Spanish conductor David Jimenez and Sonoran soprano Elena Rivera at the Alonso Vidal Square. Jose Carreras is in the middle of his farewell tour with Hermosillo and the Pitic International Festival as the only date scheduled for Mexico. So it's a great opportunity to have you there to join us in his concert. Also in the Alonso Vidal Square is going to be the Portuguese fado prodigy Ana Moura, a favorite for Mick Jagger and Prince, Hindi music and dance collective Doa Gypsies from Rajasthan, La Única Internacional Sonora Santanera, that it's a Mexican institution celebrating their 45th anniversary, the Earth, Wind and Fire Experience, featuring All McKay All-Stars, is sure to make the audience get on its feet and dance with the Paquito Rivera Sextet, bringing jazz to the desert. In the case of Paquito de Rivera, he has won 20 Grammys of its own. The Madero Park stage will feature up-and-coming indie rock outfits Boogerines from Brazil, the Villanovas from UK, Carmelo Torres and Los Toscos with their Colombian Cumbia San Jacintera, along with the local rock group Hong Kong Blood Opera, and a special appearance from former Guns N' Roses guitarist Gilby Clarke. So, two of Mexico's premier's musicals ambassadors, that is Tambuco and Cuarteto Latinoamericano, are also scheduled to perform. And as that, we're having also Pinocchio at the museum, that is a collection of paintings by one of Mexico's foremost artists, Francisco Toledo. And, well, many others that some of you will have that will bring you the information. We're also having the Transkinesia Cyborg and many others spectacular events. So we're hoping to have you in Mexico, in Hermosillo. This is starting the May 26th to the 31st. So we'll really be glad to have you there. We're having, I'm going to give you the information is going to be online at www.festivaldelpitic.com, on Facebook and Instagram as Festival del Pitic, and on Twitter as @FestivalPitic with the hashtags Festival del Pitic and hashtag Con Su Gente. So you can look for more information there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Torres. And you know, what's so incredible is that if there's nothing going on this Memorial Day weekend, you have a 3-day weekend, it's a great drive to Hermosillo. It'll be a great experience, especially if you have children, to learn about the culture, not just the Mexican culture, but also the indigenous culture there. They close down the whole downtown. They have little villages with arts and crafts, with different areas of Sonora, and it's just a wonderful event, all the way from classical music, from opera to rock and roll. So you can't miss it. The food's great, and I've been there 2 years ago, and I tell you that my children were impacted, and it's just incredible to have our children experience a different culture. It's something that you can read in a book, but once you experience it, once you taste it and feel it and see it, it's a whole different experience. With this, I'd like to close off with just a closing remark from our chairman of the Hermosillo committee that we're celebrating our 40 years, Mr. Emilio Gaynor.
Thank you. Thank you, Councilman. Stay close to me. Thank you, Councilman. So on behalf of Phoenix Sister Cities, I'm going to say this in English and Spanish for the benefit of our Spanish media also. But on behalf of Phoenix Sister Cities, I want to thank Mayor Stanton for his commitment to the Mexico relationship in not just economic development, which is a very important aspect of the relationship, but also in the exchange of culture and art and education and everything that Phoenix Sister Cities does. As you can see from the posters here to my left and to my right, the Festival del Pitic is a true international festival. And it behooves us to learn about this culture in our sister city, and what a better way to do it and a better place to do it than an international festival such as the one that Margarita shared with us right now.
It's free.
And she forgot to tell us that it's free. You have to pay for your own food, but the festival itself is free. The concerts, the events, the art, the culture, everything is free. I want to thank Mr. Eduardo Lemon-Mayer, who's here with us. He's the Director of Tourism for the city of Hermosillo. He's here visiting us. This is really important to them, so he has brought his staff, the president of the Festival del Pitic, I'm going to call you president, Margarita, and some of the staff that are here to promote this event. They were at our event last night, a Phoenix Sister Cities Hermosillo Committee meeting. They made a beautiful presentation there, and they'll be at the consulate tonight also, at the Consulate of Mexico tonight at 5 o'clock, showing some videos and doing a much bigger presentation there. So I encourage you to visit them there. Thank you very much for being here, Margarita. Councilman Nowakowski, thank you for your commitment to the Mexico relationship and to the Hermosillo Committee. Eduardo, thank you for being here. And again, thanks to Mayor Stanton, who really has made a huge effort to make this a success. And I think you can probably translate that, so I don't think I have to say it in Spanish. Thank you very, very much.
Pues once again, gracias, Emilio, Eduardo, y Margarita, para estar aquí con nosotros, being here with us. And I just want to thank you all for coming. And let's spread the word, and let's all go to Hermosillo. Thank you.
Hermosillo, with its people, opens the gates to the world and will receive international and domestic artists in the most important cultural event of Mexico's Northwest, Pitic International Festival, Festival Internacional del Pitic. Created in 2003 as Fiestas del Pitic, Festivities of Pitic, this artistic encounter merges to remember and celebrate that in May 18th, 1700, the first human settlement was established where currently the city of Hermosillo is located. This festival program includes concerts, plays, dance, street art, exhibitions, children's and library activities, artistic workshops, selling of regional products, a gastronomic corridor, also the presence of our native people with their food, arts, and crafts, as well as their traditional medicine and cultural expressions. This 2016, the Pitic International Festival presents Atom by Christopher Bowder and Rupert Henke, Alejandro Almanza Pereda and José Luis Cortés Santander, Iván Aguirre and Miguel Herrera, Pinocchio by Francisco Toledo, Juana in a Million by Vicky Araico, Transkinesthesia Cyborg by Abigail Jara, Tambuco, Latin American Quartet, Beauty Arts Opera Studio, The Park by AVC, The Villanovas, Boogerings, Gilby Clark, Carmelo Torres en Los Toscos,
Un lunes por la mañana murió Teófilo el Gaitero.
the one and only International Sonora Santanera, Doha, Gypsies by Rajasthan, Ana Moura, Paquito de Rivera Sextet, Earth, Wind and Fire Experience featuring the Al McKay All-Stars, José Carreras,
Hola, soy José Carreras y el próximo 26 de mayo estaré con todos ustedes en Hermosillo dentro del marco del Festival del Pitic, en un concierto junto a la Orquesta Filarmónica dirigida por el maestro David Jiménez. Les mando un abrazo muy fuerte.
This and much more to enjoy from May 26th through the 31st in our city. Hermosillo, you are the only one missing. 2016 Pitic International Festival. Hermosillo with its people.